tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Hey all, welcome to John's Model Making. Today we got the Batmobile Tumbler. Now this is stage 95. I do have the other 5 stages, but this one is going to take some time. We've got to put a lot of these pieces together that we've actually assembled previously. Like this. This is a heavy little beast. And we've got the floor to go inside there, as well as we've got LEDs, we've got the PCB, we've got the battery pack, yeah, we've got the cockpit, well, part of it anyway. Here we go. We got all this to pop into place, and the back end, of course. Here we go. There we go. Remember that? Excellent. Anyway, we'll get on with 95. There's not much in the magazine except the instructions, so I'll flip through the instructions and then we'll get on with the build. Okay, here we have stage 95. Who is Catwoman? Beautiful. Anne Hathaway. That's Catwoman is. Step-by-step instructions, the left and right lower panels. We don't actually fit them, we just mainly need the screws today. But there we go, we need to pop these LEDs into place, just there, like so. There we go. That's the LEDs in place, and then we need, there we go, the battery pack, the circuit board, speaker, and we need to pop them into place on the underneath of the floor. Tape them all up, and then slide that into place. It's not going to be easy sliding into place because there are a lot of screws and there we go, connection points that we have to get exactly right before we do screw it together. But it does tell you in the instructions where they all go. And then we have that centre console to pop into place. That should be easy enough. There we go. Then we have the tail engine assembly to pop into place, as well as all this wiring. There we go. Make sure you get the cabling secure as well whilst you're doing this. There we go. And that is it for 95. Coming in 96, we have left panels and cylinders, but there's a fair bit to do in 96 as well. So without further ado, let's get on with the build. So these are the parts that we get. There we go, those are the parts, but we don't actually use them today. We do need the screws, so we'll pop them to one side and we shall bring this front assembly over and we'll pop the LEDs in place. So these are the LEDs, 8 and 9. 9 go here, 8 go in there. As you can see, the double LEDs. So we can just pop these into there like so. That is 9 and this is 8. You see how it's double cabled there. So that's the position ones you want them. There we go, just like that. Now we need to pop all of these into place. There we go. So we need the interior floor. We can turn that over and we can pop all these. You can see where the speaker goes, and here is where the circuit board goes, and here is where the battery box goes. So we're looking at something like that for the battery box. Speaker there, and circuit board here. Okay, first of all we'll put the PCB in place. We need 4 XP screws for this. There we go, make sure you get the board in that position. Now the speaker just needs to be connected at this moment in time with a little bit of tape. We want the cable that way. So make sure you don't pull it off the connections. There we go. We'll go up there. Just like that for now. Now we need the main switch, which will come around here. There we go. It will fit onto here with 2 EP screws. That'll fit there. Get the EP screws out. Okay, put the second screw in. There we go. Now we need the battery box, which will go. Make sure that is not in the way, because it seems to be. The battery box will go here. See all these connections? They just get in the way really, don't they? Push them down flat. Otherwise you're not going to get the battery box screwed into place. That should go there. 1, 2, 3, 4 EP screws. Okay, last screw. There we go, that's the battery box in place. So 2 EP screws for the switch, 4 for the battery box, and we wanted XP screws for the PCB. Excellent, now we need to tidy all these cables up. So first piece of tape I'm going to pop here for these cables. There we go, 8 and 9. We'll connect all these later actually. There we go. And then we need to reroute all these others and we need to connect. Get the label for number 6. We also need to connect these 2 grey cables. So here, 16 and 17. So 17 will go in to 17. Yep. And 16 goes into 16. There we go, that's them. Okay, we have number 18 as well, which goes into here. This comes off the came off here. It's connected to number 19. So I need to pop this in here, and number 6 is here as well. So we can pop that in place as well. There we go. And number 18 goes in to here. Like that. Now I need to get these dressed. There we go, that's all the cables secure. The tape here, 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 some here and here and here for the switch. There we go. Just follow the instructions in the manual, you can't go wrong. Now we need to connect these with the front assembly. There we go. But we need to dress these cables as well. There we go, that's more tape used to secure these cables. Don't forget this one here as well. Now we need to connect. There we go, we need to connect all these 8, 9, 2, 3 and 4 with all of these. Where are we going now? Well, 4 here. Well, this is not going to be quite so easy. So 4 goes into 4. Just like that. This one is 8. So that will go into this one. There we go. 9. See how awkward this is. 9 goes into 9. We need to connect them two. Which one is this one? This one is number 2. Get in there. Now we need number 3. And number 3 is here. That one there. So we need to flip that around and hopefully we can get that in place. There we go. Let's turn everything upside down to get number 3 in place. There we go. So that's all the connections. Now we need to connect these together basically. That speaker's come out, give me a minute. Okay, now we need to connect these together. Now basically we pop it on its side here. See that there goes into there, and then we have more fixing points along here, there, and that there fits under here. Same on both sides. So I think it's best to put it in, drop it on an angle like that. Watch out for the cables as well, and then we can slide it home hopefully. That under there. This is not going to be easy at all. Let's do it that way. Lift that there. Lift that there. One goes in, one comes out. So the cables get in the way as well. And that's hooked into there. Again, LEDs in the way. Don't make it easy, do they? There we go. I think we're getting there now. There we go. That's the floor in place. It is very, very fiddly. Now you see all these cables here, how they push the sockets back. So how they tell you to dress them isn't necessarily so. You need the sockets there because you can't tuck them in the front. Mine seem a little bit shorter from the PCB, but they'll be fine there because they're within this area here. So I just need to tape them down. But it was rather icky, and there is one cable here as well that was getting in the way. But it does look as though it's trapped here. Yeah, that cable here was for the limit switch. You can see the tape there. Now that can actually be pushed home now. There we go. So the cable is not trapped at all now. Now it's just a matter of connecting all this together. There you go. Was rather awkward, especially with these cables here, but as you can see, they're not in the way anymore. There we go. That's all nice and secure now. There we go. The floor meets this frame here, so we need 6 screws. One here, one here, one here, 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 and here, and they're XP screws. I don't suppose it matters which one we do first. I have also secured the speaker with a bit more tape. Just make sure that none of the cables are trapped. See, I put more tape here as well. There's a tape for there. Right, everything else seems fine. These are all free. As you can see, all the cables, that shouldn't be there, that's there. That looks perfect. Let's get these other 5 screws in place. There we go. Excellent. Oh, some of the seating's come off. I'll pop that back on now. Okay, now we need a couple of CM screws. So I need to flip this back over again. One here and one here. Get the first one into place. There we go. Looking brilliant. Looks like I need some more different glue. Get the glues run there. Okay, up next we need an IM screw into here. Pop a little bit of oil on the end of that screw, and we need one on the other side. Next we need EP screws, 2 of, one in here and one on the other side. I wasn't too impressed with these IM screws, to be honest, because they didn't tighten up all that really well, but they're in place, so I'm going to leave it like that for now. Next we need the console, 4 EP screws. Pop that into place just here. There we go, flip this over and we'll get that into place. Okay, we've got that balanced. So we can pop the first screw into there. There we go, excellent. Rock solid. Looking cool. Okay, we've got some more cables to connect now. 13 and 14. 13 and 14 go in here. That's 13. 14. That one goes to this tail section here. We need to flip that over. We connect that to here, and all these we can pop inside here. We'll pop these out of the way, and we'll get 18, 19 connected, and then we can get the tail section in place. That's them secure. So let's flip this back over again, get that connected. This is 19. There we go. And then we need to pop this into place. Now, location point again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll worry about the cable in a minute. Just check these cables are not getting in the way again. There we go. That's where that goes. It's the only place really for them cables. There we go. We need AA screws for this. Okay, now we need the 6 AA screws. There we go, brilliant. Let's flip this over. So 8 AA screws. I did wonder about these cables. Right, there we go. That's all them cables nice and free. Okay, next thing we need is the roof. But first of all, we need to protect these LEDs with a bit of tape. So I'll pop some tape over them, and then I'll get the roof. Like that. Okay, now we've got the roof section. All we need to do here is to gather all these cables and tape them together and leave them at the top here. Okay, I've attached some tape to them cables. Now we need to pop this over the top, over here, and then we need to connect 2 cables. I think it's 21 and 22. Okay, now it is extremely difficult to get the LEDs 21 and 22 connected in place. 22 I managed to do because it's on this side, but 21 is here. So I've lifted this off again, and basically this cable is going to have to route around the back and connect up to 21 because it won't reach around the front. Plus, if I leave it at the front, you know, there's no way of hiding it really. It's not long enough to be hidden behind these chairs. So and it is just a matter of a little bit of surgery holding the socket there like so. There you can see the socket here, yeah, whilst I get that into place. There we go, there's 21 and 22 in place. The other thing to look out for as well, there's a couple of pieces on this back end here. Be careful of them as well. We'll leave them on the outside when we get this back together. Right, now I'll try and get these cables fixed in place or routed around the back of here so that it doesn't get trapped anywhere. Because once that roof comes down, it lies flat onto here. You can see that piece goes into there, so you don't want any cables in the way. There we go, never mind. The free there, if you have them down flat, they get trapped, so be careful of them. They don't easily break anyway, because they're quite loose. I'm not sure exactly where we actually pinned them yet, but as you can see, that's connected up there nicely. But we don't screw it together yet. Just need to get these other cables connected up. So now it's just a case of connecting all these cables up. So there we go, that is stage 95. Obviously they're not connected together these properly, but everything else is. And obviously the cables, I'll leave them there because we have others to connect as well. As like I said before, it doesn't mention these in the instructions that I've seen anyway, so just be mindful of them. Obviously it's not the top part isn't connected to the bottom part, so if need be, we can always disconnect everything and put them in place later, but they seem safer there than anywhere else. Well, there we go guys, that was quite fiddly. I found all them cables. What there she is, that's how she's looking at the moment. Looking brilliant. Obviously them two can easily be connected together, but we'll see what we get in stage 96. Yeah, obviously I've left a lot out of the video because it was just, especially underneath, you don't need to see me taping cables to the bottom of it. You can do that yourself, it's no problem. But this was quite fiddly. The cable was here. There's only number 34 not connected, but 21 and 22, yeah, you don't drop it into place like I did initially. Keep the top part of the tumbler off, and then you can get 21 and 22 into place. It is awkward with 21 and 22 anyway, and then it's a matter of directing the cables around the back rather than the front for 20. I think it was 21 which was the most awkward one, because the instructions show it coming round the front of the seats, but it doesn't reach basically, so it needs to be at the back of the seats. There is a cutout there at the back, so you can actually pop it into place. But anyway, it is looking superb, I must admit. But that is one lengthy video, that it was for me anyway, one lengthy build I should say. Anyway, there we go. I'll see you soon for stages 96 and 97. I'll probably do them together. They don't look as much in 97, and then 98, 99, 100 I'll do a separate video for them. Excellent, there we go. Now thanks for tuning in and watching. Stay safe and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.